Hey, how's it going? We are back on a Sunday, an unusual Sunday stream. I think my next couple are gonna be off normal times. So yesterday I got to go to a nice amusement park all day, and it was hot, but it was fun. So we postponed the stream for that. But we're back in Timberborn. In-laws, their kids, and baby are here. Oh. You know what? Babies can be kind of fun. I didn't think I would be a baby kind of guy growing up, but to be honest, I actually really like holding and hanging out with babies, and they're just so fun and just, it's Monday morning. Ooh. Monday mornings are always rough. Monday mornings I don't care for. Not a Monday person at all. But I've got some stuff coming up, so hopefully Monday mornings may be a little easier. I'm going to go through and we're going to see if we can... Yeah, looking after them is relaxing. You don't have to run around a lot. That's true. They don't usually move too far. I'll have to put in some stuff for that, but I want more out this way if possible. Just sitting around shaking and rattling things. You know, you got to stick with your strengths. That's the way it goes. Do what you know. I should probably take my own advice on that, but... Hey, Death, how's it going? We're back in this colony over here. I should be able to get through a lot of this. Let's put those in. And we're going to put another row on all of these. What happened to Beaver? Friday. Friday kind of went sidewards, unfortunately. But, you know, that happens sometimes. So now we're doing Beaver Sunday this week. Maybe next week it'll be Friday. It might be Sunday again. There's been some success with sign language for babies. If I have kids, I'm going to try that. We had pretty good success with our oldest with sign language. But our other two didn't seem very interested. So, yeah, I mean, it does work. It definitely does work. Let's see if we can fill all this in. I don't know what it'll... Ah, good. But, you know, it's been a long week. Especially, I had forgot that we were going to the amusement park yesterday. Forgot that the family had that planned. And, yeah, it made things a bit fun, but that's okay. Do I want to go out this way? I feel like I should go out this way, too. And that should still have 2 under there, so I should still be okay. Let's speed them up and maybe go to 18 hours so we can get some stuff done. There we go. Oh, hydrate, thank you. Cool that instead of ASL, we could have the ability to read minds. You know, I'm not sure I'd want to read minds. I know a lot of people that I don't think I'd want to know what's going on in their head. I know... In fact, I know for sure that I wouldn't want to know what's going on in their head. Hey, would you look at that? Those are connected in there. Let's let them build these big platforms up here. or ability to think out loud. I mean, to be fair, again, I know of plenty of people that I just wish they had the ability to think. It seems to be getting rarer and rarer. But maybe that's just because I'm old. That's probably what the older generation thinks of the younger generation all the time. So, you know how that goes. There we go. And another one here. Maybe they'll start building this way. I have to get this built up, so maybe I can move some of these forests down here so that we can get some power built down here and then get, I don't know, some industry down here. It's because the world is going to poop. Yeah, well, it's probably both. My guess is it's probably both, but, you know, what do I know? There's little to no common sense in my life. But I feel I have more than people now. You know, people always said that to me when I was growing up. Like, you don't have any common sense. And it's like, well, you know, I think I'm doing okay, comparatively speaking. But again, that's probably just the fact that I'm old. Let's see, we've got... Did we put in extras there? Yes, we did. Let's do... bottom ones first. So I think I'm figuring out this... setup for dirt, but we'll find out here. American literacy rate is its lowest in over 100 years. Now on the same ranking level as African countries. Ooh. We really should read more. I think we've gotten very used to having things read to us. Or summarized, or, you know, whatever. Hey, I can fill in all of that. Yay. Do I need these? Let's find out. Really? You got yourself stuck in there? Get out of there. These beavers aren't impressing me either. In loop of your parents don't like your music. Our music was better, and parents think that, yeah, that's true. I don't get most of my kids' music, but that's okay. No, I don't want that to go the other way. You guys get out of there. Do that. There we go. I don't know why they're so bent on getting those in there. 54% of American adults read below a 6th grade level. Yeesh. Then to be fair, though, I mean, I've never 100% understood how those read below a grade level works. I was always, like, really, really far in front of those. So it's like, well, what does that even mean? I mean, does that mean, like, most of them would get confused trying to read some literary classic? To be fair, I was No Child Left Behind in school thing. Well, that's okay, Death. They had a great many people when I was in school that had trouble with that stuff. My brother never did read very well. In fact, he had pretty, not terrible grades, but they were middle of the road. But I would still say he was probably one of the smartest people I ever knew. Of course, he told people the same thing about me, so maybe that's a brother thing. I don't know. I could barely pass math. My worst thing in high school. Okay, here's a story. So, when I met my wife my senior year of high school. And I honestly think she kept dating me because I would do her math for her. She wouldn't have passed high school math if she weren't dating me. So, yeah, I mean, being good at math is not everything, but occasionally it helps. A person can understand and interact with text typically found in the 6th grade, which includes basic comprehension, vocabulary, and the ability to summarize and analyze simple narratives in informational text. This level is generally considered to be a benchmark for literacy. Using you for your brain. That's what it is. Well, she didn't marry me for my looks, that's for sure. Can I fill in all of that? I can. Can I fill in all of this? Can I get that? Why marry an elf? Well, you never know. Some people are just odd that way. I don't know if an elf would have been her first choice, but that's okay. She is a wonderful lady. Sixth grade is when you switch from picture books to short stories and get thick textbooks for your classes. Wish we lived in a world where magic was real. There's plenty of magic out there. You just have to find it. Did I start to switch from textbooks in the 5th grade? I don't remember that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old. All right. We have got these in. That looks like it's filled to the brim. Real magic, like spell circles and stuff. Not illusion magic. Well, I mean, sometimes you just gotta take what you can get. All right. They're still building that up there. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 6 between each here. And then we'll start putting down some more of these things. Because I'd really like to get this in today, and we'll see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Just get them aligned here. Oof, it's almost August. That is true. My kids are about to go back to school, which is good. They can stop driving everybody nuts. There we go. Now we've got our grid set up. We just have to get them to build out across slowly. Or quickly, whatever works for them. All right, that's looking good. Why in school years take forever, but as soon as you graduate, poof, you're 30. Well, I mean, there's a theory behind that, did I forget a block here? I did forget a block there. The older you are, the more time seems to flow quickly to you for you. Has something to do with like the relative amount of time you've been around. Did you hear about the mechanic who got a steering wheel stuck down his trousers? No, but I heard about the pirate. take a nap and poof. 60. Ah, 60. Good day. Well, good day to you too. Welcome. Do that way, and this way, and this way. Another glorious day for the Beaver overlords. They do love to build, don't they? Hear about the next wave of heat waves coming? Ugh. I hope not. We keep going back and forth here between super high heat and just like constant rain. So if it would stop, they've stolen my time quite bad. Yes, they tend to do that. Quite a bit so. I wish they didn't steal all of my time, but you never know. One of these days I'll get a second game on the channel. I just got to figure out what it is. Or is it just us in the southern part of the U.S. with the heat dome? Well, I mean, you guys do have a lot of heat there. That's definitely not a surprise, I don't think, to anybody. We'll put that up there. Maybe they can support some stuff. They got plenty of dirt. Are they working on something? Oh, they're working on the fields here. Me and my 100-odd subs, I was doing Fallout 76. Then someone got me this game as a joke. I barely touched now. You know, there's a lot of good ones out there. I was streaming over on Twitch the other day, Wandering Village, and it's came quite a ways. I had some bugs at one point, but it's been pretty good. I did want to take a look back at, what was it? Haven Dock again. And even doing a little bit of, Dinkum. I had to think of it. All I could think of was this Australian Animal Crossing. But they've all been good. It surprises the North when they come down to visit. Oh, the heat? Yeah, we get a ton of heat and humidity. Goods, and how's the heat over there in Japan this time of year? Is it better? Worse? Are you guys boiling up over there too? Australian anything, so it's dangerous. Yeah, I mean, it's Animal Crossing with gators and kangaroos. But it's good. It's honestly a fun game. Would definitely recommend it. Feels like 40 CE, but it's mid-30s and peaks at 80%. That's pretty warm. Jumping between clear skies and sun. See, now that's what it's doing where I live. 1 minute it's clear, the next minute we've got just rain. All right, why are you not letting me put... Why can't I attach one there? It feels like I should be able to. So 1, 2, 1, 2. No. That's... I should be okay there. That sounds gross. We get that some summers, but it's trying to dry us out. Ooh. Yeah, I don't much like when it decides that it's just going to to just not rain for extended periods of time. If I somehow have to... Nope, not that one. Have to make changes to this, I will make changes, but we'll see what we can do here. Alright, so that's up there. So we need... 1, 2... And then another one. 1, 2... Bonjour, I have teleported from Twitch. I really wish Twitch wasn't such a pain in the butt about chat on screen. Because I would totally put both. In fact, some of you might remember I had both on there for a while. But Twitch has been weird about it lately. I can't see you having any chat on the screen. Yeah, I turned both of them off. Currently. Oops. Did that not... I don't know why that didn't close, but it should have. Auto closed. You all closed? Oh, let's just set to open. That should be closed, closed, closed. I live in NC and it was... Real feel 106 today. Ugh. That's rough, buddy. That's really? Where did all that come from? It'll work its way out. It'll be fine. How is our dam going over here? Oh, not bad. They're getting there. Our logs are a bit low, but meh. You kind of figure it when you're making a wall that size, right? I know there are places worse than I. Yeah, there are some that are known for just getting pummeled with heat and humidity. That's why I start building with dirt. It's fun. Dirt really does have some big advantages over wood, but... I like the look of the wood on, like, this here, like reservoirs. Like Florida, the hurricane state. Like southern Japan. See? See? We're all in the same boat. It is just... one of those times a year, I think. You know what? I don't... Let's turn that around. You can go out from there. Go out one more. There we go. That should be good. And can we now reach across there? Yeah, we can. So what's the... That's also what? 1/8 the map size? It's a good point. I would say... Yeah, about that. That's pretty good approximation. And it's max map height. So, I mean, it's going to take resources. Not much we can do about it. Global warming keeps up. I will need a boat. It's always a good time to buy a boat. You never know when you're going to need it. Thank you for the hydrate. There we go. I mean, I've got the weather mod installed here. So we might see some unusual weather, but we definitely won't see any hurricanes or tornadoes or anything. Be a cool game to see Hill to play. Green Hell. Not familiar. What's it like? Put in another couple of super tree farms to help keep the pace of the building up. I mean, it's not bad. This is going to be a food farm, so I might start moving some of the foods over there. Although I don't have I guess I could just set up water dumps. And then once I move the farms, is I'm going to start with the folk tales stuff, and then we'll do the Iron Teeth food, since they're both there. Got a bunch of bots that need chargers, it looks like. How much? That's a lot of bots without energy. It really is. Bot is... Oh, they're out of fuel. Let me grab one and see which type of fuel they're out of. That's the disadvantage of this mod. They have to have both types of fuel. Energy. So we need more winding stations, which is not terrible. Those are all going. These are all going. Let's knock this down for just a second. And then we'll toss a couple of charging stations in here. No wonder I have so many that are... It's like a small swarm here. I know. I could do better. What's my fuel looking like? Still not great. My biofuel runs on potatoes, so I think I need to get more potatoes. So we'll put those in there. And then that goes there. And let's do the replacement. Plant crops. Beehive override. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Now we're getting stuff in there. Vodka for the masses. That's right, these bots run on pure vodka. Although I could... How's my carrots? My carrots are alright. If my potatoes are low, which they are, we could switch temporarily. Ah, there it is. To carrots. Potatoes, which... You having problems with water? Is that what you're having problems with? Your potatoes, but I don't have any water over here, so maybe that'll help. Let's maybe get hit tanks. And we'll do water coming in, water coming in, water coming in. There we go. But that's different. Well, that... Who knows? They're all out of fuel. So we have some out of fuel and some out of energy. There we go. Let's address the energy situation first, though. So, power. Let's get another one of these down here. Like so. We'll do the shafts. 1, 2, 3. This makes 400, so I can support 4 there. And we'll do science. Science. You. And now we just need some stairs. Stairs. There we go. We'll say that's a bit more important, you know? Got some of the good vodka from back home. It's a gift. Drank the bottle last night. You could use it as a fuel. I've heard of those vodkas. You could use it as a fuel. You can use it to take rust off of a car. It's multi-purpose. Let's see. Oops. You need to go there. Let's do that. Well, there were some things powered by vodka over history. They had fuel issues. I wonder if there's a reason for their fuel issues. Well, I'm not sure why I can't connect those in. Or could it be? Exactly. Supersonic Bruise Cruise. That was cooled by vodka. See, there you go. Now we're thinking ahead. So now I have water. Okay, potatoes are going up. So now we just need to get it made. And these guys should have basically everything. So they should be working as fast as they possibly can. I know we got a lot of bots, though. Can't connect till you have a pillar. Yeah. I need to keep on with the pillars. How's my dirt doing overall? Am I still pulling in plenty of it? Yeah, I still have plenty of it. Need more pylons. Must construct additional pylons. I haven't played that game in ages. Although I used to love to play it. And I heard that a lot because I was a Protoss player. Did those go over farther? Is that what that is? It's hard to tell. Did I do 2 outwards? Oh, maybe I need to do 2. Well, that's okay. We'll build this. Ooh, new mod. I don't want to admit, I was in the original wave. Yeah. I played the original StarCraft when it came out. It was good. And I played 2 when it came out, too. So, yeah, I'm right there. I mean, I didn't play Warcraft when it came out, because I wasn't playing those type of games at that particular time. But, ooh, power fluctuation. Everybody still there? Oh, hello. How are you doing? Welcome. If I lose power, you guys will know where I went. You definitely don't look that up. Well, I'm an elf. Elves never look old, right? To be fair, some elves do look old, but, you know. She's a mood? CNC for me. I do love Command and Conquer. But, to be fair, my brother was more of the Command and Conquer person. But I did love playing it. Red Alert. I played way more than my fair share of Red Alert. Dune? You know, I never did play Dune, but I heard good things. I don't know why I didn't play Dune. I guess I just didn't get into Dune in general. To bed. No, I'm not going to bed. Okay, there's that. Why does that not let me... It does let me build. It wants to be picky about it. That's good. Okay, well, if it still lets me build. Elds and Urukai, the channel lore has decided due to his meat-based diet. You know... I don't have a way of refuting that. Can you give a tour of what we're doing here? Sure. I am currently working on a couple of large-scale projects. This right here is going to be a multi-level farm. And we're going to do this layer. We'll probably do another one, maybe even one after that. We'll see. I think the dirt only goes up so high, but we'll find out. And we're going to put all of the food on the map into this small area. And as you can see, we're also working on some large-scale reservoir over here. But it's eaten through the trees pretty quickly. We have been working on, as you can see, we've got a couple of zip lines around, but we've also been working on, let's see if we can go all the way underground here. There's our subway network. It's starting to come together, right? It's not bad. In fact, I think we left off over here. We need to connect in more areas. So... let's see. Looks like our fuel and energy crisis is past. I think everything is pretty much connected in at the moment. So, we're just going to keep on building here. And hope for the best. Let's go here. Here. We'll do this. Do that way. There we go. It's all coming together. Maybe. We'll find out. This looks good. And then up here, I think we'll be able to connect everything in. Yeah, look at that. We will probably have to figure out next time on Dragon Balls. No. Why don't we put dirt on overhangs and platforms? Wouldn't that be more height efficient? Maybe. But it also doesn't pass water through as well or easily. So that's kind of where we're going with it. And I guess those aren't going to get built. But they don't seem to need to be built, so I'm going to take them out of there. There we go. And we don't need these anymore. At least I don't think we need these. Come on, get out of there. Maybe. Can I take those out? Oh, something there is holding something else up. Okay. Yes. That puts a hole in the middle there. That's fine. We'll work around it. Oh, it didn't. Okay. There we go. We've got a solid dirt build. We might... Well, I don't know if I can even put dirt here. Because the next pillar should go in line with these. Oh, excuse me. Okay. You're holding that up. But it doesn't take out anything from above, so we're going to leave it. I am sure glad that these crops in this game don't require sunlight, because they're not getting any. There we go. It's looking good. Ah, we've only got one. It's nice crops. Don't spoil this well. Yeah, that's true. They never go bad. The first berry you pick on this map could still be there at the end. I'm going to close this for a second. Close. We're going to send some water the other way. Maybe fill up these areas. Is this open? This is now open. There we go. There we go. We have 90 bots. Good grief. And 66 beavers. I could put in more builders. That is definitely a possibility. You know what? Instead of making them go all the way around, I could also put in a shortcut for them. If these would let you connect more than one other thing in there, maybe water beavers will fix the growing trees in the dark issue by requiring the roof to be covered with glowing essence. You know, it's possible. That mod can be pretty tough. I would not doubt it one bit. There we go. Oh, it's the two in the same spot again. Okay, well. How's this looking up here? Oh, they're still filling in this hole. That's fine. Now I can put in some steps, maybe. Or I guess ladders, technically. There we go. Let's say that's high priority, so we get those in there. Everything else seems pretty stable. We do have... Are these not marked to cut? Oh, they are marked to cut. They're just not cutting very fast. Okay. Can we not get to these? Is that a problem? Yes. I don't know why I missed that one. Okay. I'm going to have to make a short trip through the field, I think. Do. Take them out right here, and then they should be able to replace them. And hopefully those builder beavers don't get bee stings. That goes back there. You should be buildable. Alright, no bees there. We'll have to put bees in the dark too, now that I think about it. That's going to be fun. They've already got this section built. We're moving along now. That's better, right? Can I pull in these while I'm waiting? No, because they're too far. It shouldn't be. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Replace out our ladders and we'll be going good there. There we go. Venturing into dark tunnels filled with angry buzzing to get your food. That's why we have bots. Then again, if there ever was going to be a robot revolution, that would be a perfectly understandable reason. I would get it completely. Be like, nope, you keep sending us into places full of angry bees. Go. There we go. Get those. Nope. The 3D gets me sometimes. There we go. It's that darn third dimension. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Nope. Stop. 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 Dang it. I can't remember if they can put that other one under there. Definitely want them to build the lower one first so that they can build the top one after that. Come on, go in there. There you go. And 2 more needed there. There we go. Yeah, they can build that. Good, good. Construction is waiting for the construction behind to be finished? Nothing back there. Oh, they didn't quite get those built. Fun. Why did I only build those on that side? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask. So I gotta figure out a way to get that built. How are we doing? Bot is out of energy again. What did you guys do to these poor bots? They keep losing all their energy. I know it's a Sunday. Mondays are rough, but not that rough. There we go. those. We'll do those. We'll do those. Let's go around there. Let's go there. Those go there. Ack! I flooded. Nope, close. Now we're going to flood this area for a minute. This will go away in a second. Or two. Bot is out of energy. Really? I just put in a whole new energy place for you guys. And there's literally a stop right there next to it. It sounds like aliens from Mars Attack. It does a little bit, doesn't it? Speaking of which, somehow YouTube decided that that's what I was going to watch clips of. What was it, like a week ago? It just decided, here's a bunch of clips from Mars Attacks. Yeah, okay. I was like, what? Whatever. Yeah, I think that's what it was called. I think it was Mars Attacks. You supposed to be... Okay. Nope, let's just make you open before we make a mess out of everything down here. That's gonna cause a bit of flooding on that side, but we'll be alright. We'll survive. How tall can I build? I'm just going to pause it for 1 second. I'll grab one of these. There is a height limit with dirt. There. That's glad for the moddable weather. I do enjoy the moddable weather. It's really good. There we go. So I can build a couple of layers of these up. And I really do wish that they would do something in-game that's similar to that. Add some more seasons. Well, really, I hope they add another faction, but we'll see how that goes. There we go. We're filling in all the pieces now. We'll just fill all this in. Excellent. And poof, it disappears from mod list. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a bad thing if it gets built into the actual game. But you never know what'll get added. Somebody last time left that they would have liked to see just more ambient stuff. Like, you know how it rains now with the moddable weather? Well, you could add things like birds and stuff like that is what they were saying. And I was like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea too. Birds or little fish in the stream or something. I mean, like, a mod we come to love and need for every playthrough and poof, never found again. Well, let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope that they do just fine with it. Food. Can't build where these are at, but maybe, just maybe. See how far that covers. Does that cover... Covers the whole area, basically. So if I do 2 farms... And then maybe 2 farms on the outside. But it has happened. True. I mean, it has. But we're going to hope for the best there. We're going to pause you guys, though. Look at that. We've got our farms in, but we have to build up our other layers first. How are you guys doing up here? Do I need to make some more? Nope, they're still working on that. That mod I told you about with Gigantic District Range mod. Well, yeah, but they ended up putting that unlimited range basically in the game. Which, I mean, that has issues as well, but I definitely like it better that way. No, I can't be putting these. I had them right the first time. I can't put them there because that's where I got to build the pillars. I don't remember that update. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is now, is unlimited range, but here we go. We'll put this back in. There we go. We'll have to change those when we get to the end. Oh, hydrate. Thank ya. Grab that just in a second here. Do. Maybe. Oh, you beavers aren't supposed to be in there yet, so out you go. Do. Nope. This is the one that I want to get rid of. Yep. And yep. And yep. There we go. Hydrate. Got a big glass of tea. Which I had next to none yesterday, as I was out in the heat. So, getting all of my tea backlog in, I guess you could say. Let's see. This needs to go out one more. That needs to go out one more. And can you go one more beyond that? I believe you can. There you go. Here. How did that line up down there? Was it just the two? Looks like I didn't need these, so I'm not going to question it. Okay. You know what? Let's just build them like we built all of the other ones going across. Rinse and repeat, right? There you go. And then, where's the next one at? It is here. At 105.6. 105.6. I better go check on that. Is that really right? Yeah. 105.12. There we go. And this one's there. 105.18. Yep. There we go. Oh, I'm off. Got more anime to watch. Okay. Enjoy. I sat down with a friend of mine and got to watch something with her the other day for the first time in ages. That was nice. If you had not seen Delicious in Dungeon yet, so we watched that. It was fun. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Is that what I have down here? I don't know why the mouse wheel goes so slow sometimes. Do. Do. And then here, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3. And then 3. There we go. Building rate's not too terrible. And how's my dirt holding up? Still tons of it. So I could probably try and get in some more builder huts. To speed the process up even more. I was reading one of the comments the other day, though, that they say that the builders' huts might be what's causing some of the lag. Which, I mean, it's a lot of stuff to calculate. I could see it. There we go. That might be a little too far. Let's grab those, get those out of there, get those out of there, get those out of there. There we go. Oh, good. Oh, no. The bad tide is coming up. You know what I could do? This. Close this. Downstream depth. Nope. Do 70. Close for that, so they should be open most of the time. Then I don't have to worry about... Well, I shouldn't have to worry about flooding unless I manually flood again, which is entirely possible. Something entirely not unheard of. Let's do some roads, though, so they can actually get to things and build them. Here... Here, here, and here, just like before. Man, a lot of thunder outside at the moment. Let's go ahead and get in these when we can. Maybe if we can set up the whole thing. Is that too tall? No, that's the right height. One there. One there. There. Now we just got to build out the grid pattern. And give all those builders that are just sitting around something to do. There we go. I don't know why I decided to build those. Those don't seem right at all. Those can go. Let's get more of these on there. Take those down and move them on to the next ones. See, ladders, I would definitely love to get in the main game. But I'm pretty sure, I'm about 90% sure, they said there's a good chance that ladders will probably just never make it in there. Which, you know, I get, but yeah, kind of stinks. There we go. Alright, let's check and make sure they closed like they're supposed to. Close above contamination 0. Okay, they're all going out that way this time. Good. Alright, looks good there. We're back full on logs again. Can they not reach those last 3? Is that what's going... Oh. That won't work. Let's get a better bridge. Actually, I'm going to have to do a 3. Because I got to go around the turn. And we'll work on this back wall next. I seem to not be able to draw suddenly. It happens. There we go. We'll build out bridges from there. I think everything's looking all right. Grab a bridge. Grab a block. What the heck? Levee, there. I think it mobilized my building force, so it kind of hit the frames there for a second. There we go. Oh, would you look at that? Nearly perfect. Okay, we'll have them build that much. And I have 91. You know what? There's not really much point in having these guys do anything if they don't have to. This is all good. That's all good. Let's do this. Get the trees set up. Those are already set for it. Yep. This is all good. Look at that. They've got all the beehives in. Nope, don't take that out. Yep. And we'll fill this back in here. A couple of potatoes. There we go. Cassavas. Looking good there. How far out can this one reach? Not a bad amount. I think I was going to put something over here for him. Not 100% sure what that was. Guten Morgen. Ah. Guten Morgen. Guten Abend. We're just working on our colony here. How you doing? Let's see. They'll need some of this at least, and we'll get the catalyst over here. And maybe the punch card? Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Let's get a couple of these guys in. You can switch. You can switch. You can switch. You can switch. Can't do much with that land at the moment. We'll figure that out eventually. How we doing over here? Oh, good. They've got some of the stuff built. That's what we're wanting to see. There we go. There we go. That can all go in. We can get these. Germany. I long ago took German lessons, but I remember next to none of it. Just a couple of greetings, and that's about it. Something about the discotheque, but I don't even remember what that was, so I don't know if that counts. I'm gonna build this back up. Seemed to help out. I don't know why, but it did. There we go. And I'm gonna go back to switching stuff out that doesn't need to be bot run, or that can be bot run. You're all bot run. You're all bot run. It's all bots here. One of you. One of you. And a good old warehouse for the punch cards. Punch cards, punch cards. Nope, that's a pile. That would make a big difference. Oh. Well, I guess we'll have wet punch cards. It's okay. As long as they work, right? Although I don't seem to have too many of them to put in here. This is all good. This is all good. Are you guys all powered? Nope. You're going to be all bots now. There we go. What about you guys? You're a bot. Bots. All bots all the time. All bots there. Sure, you can be a bot. Why not? I mean, I've got 60 of them. I might have to put some storage down here for them. Ah, need one more. Let's do storage, tanks. That one, and a small warehouse. Because why not, right? Same thing there. Am I getting biofuel made in time? Catalyst is a bit low, but it usually is. Biofuel? Do I need another biofuel place? Kind of feel like I might. Where I can never find the corner of the map that I put the bots in. There you go. Biofuel. That? Oh, there we go. Those can be bot run too. Potatoes. Potatoes. Okay, that should help out a little bit. Good selected. Ah, biofuel. Biofuel. Nope, that needs to be catalyst. Catalyst. And punch cards. Punch cards. Punch cards. All coming in. There we go. Gotta get that part by part out of there. Or in there. Alright. Anything up here? No. That seems to be okay. Weird. Do. I almost wonder if it would be... No, I don't think it would be faster to use the tiny the two-way stations, but you never know. Once beavers get around here, we might do a bit of rethinking with it, but until then, we'll work with it. Let's see. That. Fill in all of those. Fill in that. There we go. Connect you back here. Looking good. Are you waiting for something? Yeah, something's off there. Let's go down and see what might have got missed. Oh, for some reason those didn't get built. I don't know. Probably because these didn't get built. Means those probably... Well, we'll see. Let's use some ladders. We'll just build from the underside. Those will get built, but you know what? I probably should have put them here. Maybe if I put them in the middle, they'll be able to reach each one of those spots. We'll find out, right? We don't want giant holes in our fields. There we go. How are we doing over here? Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Huh. Do. Let's see. I really feel like I could reach... Maybe get this built quicker if they were coming across this way. I went like this, and then... Alright, are all the beavers out of there? I don't want to get any beaver caught. Alright, you finish building... No, you don't even need to finish building that. Get out of there. Alright, let's find out. Ooh, we got some thunder. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but definitely a decent amount. Let's do this over to here. And then build along the top here? Yeah, looks like I can. If I do this instead, maybe they'll be able to build this even faster? See, I know they'll be building one at a time instead of 6, but they don't have to walk all the way up there. Or, here's an even better idea. Well, that's not a better idea. That's a terrible idea, El. Let's try this. Come on. Give me that. There we go. We come across here. Like so. And then when we get here, we still do the bridge. Okay. We come back here. We do the bridge. Oh, we can't do the bridge because of those. There we go. But this way, they can build that faster. At least theoretically, they could build that faster. And I do a tiny two-way station out here. And one to connect it in. There we go. Theoretically, they won't have to climb up here anymore. So, we'll take these out of there. All that can go. Grab these if we can. We're building pretty quick along here. Oh, man. But we ran dry that time. So, that's open. There we go. It'll fill all this back up. I think we'll be all right. For a minute. Oh, there's 6 more that could be bots. They all do kind of have to return to the power stations, but I mean, at least they don't have to keep going back and forth for biofuel. Do. Okay. Well, these are done for now. Let's go on with the next section. That one. Oh, come on. That one. That one. And this one. And now we build out from here. And then we can build one more on there. And then will it let us... Not sure why it won't let us do that. Unless there's something under here that's not built. Which is entirely possible. These maybe? Those all got built. Those shouldn't have any effect on these. Okay, well, we'll do this. 2. And then they can go across there, across there. Yep, that's good. That's good. There we go. Good work, beavers. And goes there. That goes there. So that. They're building pretty quick. And pretty much as long as I'm building the lower level first, they seem to do okay. Every once in a while, there's some kind of foul up because a beaver gets out of order, but, you know, that's just what beavers do. Look at that. They're already done. This has to go this way. This can go this way. Was there. Was there. There we go. We're doing all right. Not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. Do. Go across there. Across to there. And now we can get all those beavers building stuff. All right. Any more industrial type buildings or production type buildings that are powered by regular beavers? I'm not seeing any. I think we're clear on that. Fuel is good. Is catalyst? No, we have extract and we have maple. Do we have a ton of maple? We have a ton of extract. Maple. Maple? Maybe it's maple that we're missing? No, we have a ton of that too. We just probably need another one of these. Sure, let's do another one. Catalyst. Bots. That works for me. Do. You can go right there. How is this going? Is it moving any faster? Sort of. They'll have to do one at a time until they get back over here and we let them back out. You know, we could probably go both ways at once, couldn't we? We'll have to figure something out until we get something there, but we could do this and this and that. And both of those across the top. Probably have to change that out temporarily. There you go. Whoa, nope. We don't want a dirt extractor up there. As interesting as that might look, it's not going to do us any good there. So, let's go with that, and another tiny tubeway station here, and then bridge. There we go. And we've got enough builders that this should not be too much of an issue. There we go. Now we're combining speed building techniques. That's the way to do it. Let's see. That one's just waiting for materials. Pause you. Also that. Do. Well, let's go ahead and continue building out. These. There we go. Those. Build all those, build all those. Now we can start going the other way. That. And yep. And there we go. Here. Grab these. Three. I got too many builders and haulers. It's affecting performance. There we go. Let's continue up with this. There we go. All that goes that way. Start working back here. That should be here, here, and here. We'll make sure we're utilizing all those workers. No point in having ones that are just sitting around, right? There we go. I don't know if I'll have to replace all that with dirt as well. That'll be interesting. We'll find out here. Kinda looks like it. At least for the next level we will. Yep. So we might as well start replacing all this with dirt. All those gotta go. All those gotta go. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. And that's gotta go. Now we get the fun of putting dirt here. There we go. So we've got one corner of our reservoir that's just going to have to be dirt. That's okay. It won't hurt it. Okay, and that's as tall as it goes. I might have to build out this way as well. There we go. We're doing fine. Do 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 do. Do do do. Now the question is, how do we get up there? Well, I guess we're gonna ladder up there. That very important. In fact, make all of those very important so they don't trap themselves. And we'll work our way over here. Do do do. How are we doing here? We're making our way across. Making our way that way. Alright, what else are we looking for to change to bots? I can probably change all these out. Let's change these out. So many explosions. Alright, water. That's the deep one. Large water pump, that's what we want. Do 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 do. Need a dynamite there. 2, 3, 1, 2. That one can go. Supports under that? I guess it does. That can go there. These can all go here. 2. 1 more. And then the rest of it we might just not need. So I'm pretty sure that should be plenty. We'll say that's important. So I won't need that, or this, or that. Most of these I won't need. That. And then put some stairs down here. And they can pick up all this junk. Still having problems with grease and catalyst, but those are two of the hardest to keep in stock, so we'll just work with that as we get them. Speaking of which, build mode? No. Come on, build mode. There you go. Just want that. Set to you. Set to you. Set to you. There we go. We're catching up with stuff. We're getting this built. Is that... yeah. That's looking good. We'll grab these. They can come down here and put all this in. There we go. We'll just get all the blocks in. We'll come back and figure out the roads later. I want that. There you go. Of course, a beaver gets stuck down there. Why wouldn't they get stuck? Thanks, Rotsack. His name is dumb and he should feel dumb. Okay. I have 117 beavers. I need to spin some of these. Well, let's unlock some stuff. So I've also got 122,000 science points. So that should be okay. Contamination barrier. Irrigation barrier. Interesting. Anything left here? Why not? Sure. Nothing there. Yep. Yep. There's 2K. There's 4. Gardens that I don't have or haven't set up yet, along with the food processors and the coffee brewery. No coffee yet. Gravity battery, which I may or may not use. There's a number cruncher. I don't think I'll use it. Well-being. Yep. Decontamination pod. Yep. The Agora. Carousel. Wind tunnel. Yep. Man, they're going to have a nice... some nice areas there. Good grief. I wish there was an unlock all button. Just hit the button and spend all the points. Well, I'm down to 99K. We'll get through as much of this as we possibly can. Oh, you know what I could be doing while I'm doing this? Actually building the stuff that I wanted to build. Builders' huts, so that we can get these in even faster. There we go. There we go. All the builders' huts. Builders' huts. Builders' huts. There's a hut. We'll do a couple of hauling posts. I know they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but I'm hoping they build most of the day. So let's say those are all fairly important. And we'll make sure that they're full. That should take care of some of the non-working beavers. Oh, I need to send some more water over this way. Close for a second. You guys are coming along the top pretty well. How did you all get down there? That is the question. Let's see. Not there. Oops. Alright. Making the dirt is nice, but having to take it back out is a pain in the butt. Alright, there we go. Am I one too low on these? Almost look like I am one too low on these. I am. Because this is supposed to be the lower level. Dang it. Darn. Okay, you gotta go out of there. Which means I've got to put ladders up anyway, so we might as well save these beavers. This has got to go all the way across the back. Those go here. These go here. This and this. And then these are the right height there. And this can all go here. All right. Back to repeating what we've been doing. Getting this all built up. Oh, man. Ah, good stuff. I know it's raining and thundering outside, but I'm pretty sure... Yep, that's my dog. Somebody let my dog out. In the middle of a thunderstorm. Aren't you supposed to be open? There we go. They may survive, they may not. We'll find out. I mean the beavers. My dog ought to be alright. There you go. Get out of there, guys. Before you starve to death, get out of there. I guess I really only needed those 3. It's alright. There we go. Okay, good. Get... You... Seriously, they jumped when the ladder was getting destroyed. Get down. Ugh, these beavers. These beavers will be the death of me. One way or another. Really? Oh. There we go. Okay. Good there. This here is just kind of a solid wall, so... Alright, is this full? This looks pretty full. So, open those. Those are open, aren't they? They need to be closed. You need to be open, and then we should be okay. So much dirt to get in there. And we're going to have to replace out these walls, too. Alright, Beaver, get out of there. Get out of there. Good grief. Okay. That's done. No more ladder shenanigans. Alright. Wait, is that the right place or the wrong place? That sure looks like the wrong place again. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong place. You guys get out of there. Here, here, there. All right. I think that's better at the moment. Nope. And now, get rid of those. Yep. There we go. Five, 5, 3. Those can go that way, and then... Oh, we got a monsoon coming in. If I had to fill my reservoir, that would be awful nice, but I don't. There's so many bots out of fuel. Out of energy. I don't know why so many bots are out of energy. Did something get wet, maybe? There we go. It's starting to go back down. It's fine. Ugh. Do. That's one too many. Guess I'll need one there eventually anyway. Go. Okay. Ooh. Second layer is almost in. Or at least planned for. There we go. That can go in. All of this can go in. That and there we go. They're getting things where it needs to be got. How is the top doing over here? Oh, they've got back to the bridge portion. Here, they're still working on it. Let's see if we can get them to do a little bit more there so they can get back to this. Make that normal. There we go. There's a lot of lightning outside. Let's just take a second. Just in case. We don't want to lose all this work. Let's go ahead. Add this in here. There's all that. No, stop. There we go. There we go. This way, down this way, and that. Did they build all these over here yet? Yep. Okay. Hopefully more building and more stuff gets done. Is the dirt holding up all right? Hard to type with the baby in both arms, but I'll be heading out in 5. Have a good weekend. Don't get whisked away to a non-token fantasy land by a passing storm. You know, I will try. You enjoy your time with that baby. I'm sure they're wonderful. This comes down here. Let's put in... Maybe let's work on some underground stuff, too, while we're here. We'll do that. No, I can't do that, can I? It has to go somewhere else. About the corner here. Otherwise, I'd flood my tunnels, and we don't want that. How is this? Okay. Well, let's get these lined up. There we go. Maybe. Gotta think hard about all of this. Oops. Don't want one there. I'll move it in a second. I think I did that last time, too. Monsoon started. Okay. I gotta go manually close that, or else we get a wave of water down here that we don't want. Closed, and... yeah, that should be fine. Are you all closed? You should all be closed. No? Closed. There we go. I mean, technically, I could just leave this one open. And that would keep providing us with water. Everything else should be good. Oh, never mind. We'll leave this one open. But we'll desync it. The rest of them can be closed. Darn monsoon season. Alright, they're getting going on a lot of this building. And this did cut the number of non-working beavers down quite a bit. Yeah, those are just out of range, of course. That's alright. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll get all these in. Sure glad this game lets the beavers walk past each other on the paths. And you don't have to deal with traffic like City Skylines or something like that. Have to find alternate routes and all of this. That would have been pretty rough. You'd have paths going everywhere. Where the love? Is it not? Alright, well, I will just close this gate. Closed. That'll dry everything out. Was I putting in... Ah, still waiting on that. Not sure what's taking that so long. Let's go ahead and put in these as well. Because we'll need all of these too. Missed one there. There we go. They're turned the wrong way, but that'll be fine. We'll see what they can get built. Just so we don't have any builder beavers sitting around doing nothing. That's some pretty big booms over here. Let's do that. Keep on building. You off, close you off, build you out, continue on the tracks here, and keep on moving. Sometimes you wish you could just ever put the game on like, here's the general plan, head toward that. Like an automated, I guess you could say. Maybe that defeats the purpose, but then again, never know. I wonder... I have an idea. Is there... I wonder what those are there for. Bet I was going to put a subway in there. Is my subway headed this way? Not yet. Dynamite. I mean, there's one there. We could do one here, but I don't see why. You could use overhangs, not bridges, and then put the tubes on the overhangs. They can still build from them. Yeah, but they still have to build the tubeway. Which is basically what I'm doing here. They really only have to walk a couple of feet. Let's do all of that so they can get going. Look at that. That is going to make some nice farming. I hope. Are there any beavers just not doing anything at the moment? I see all of my... It looks like they're all working, so not bad. All right, now, I don't remember what I was going to do with those, so we'll replant those. And I think what I'm going to do is let's take out that, and then tunnels. Here. And we'll do that. And hopefully that keeps the area green for a bit. Let's get that out of there. We'll say that. I don't want tunnels there, though. There we go. There we go. Oops. Don't want that. Good. Now we can build backwards. Still waiting for one of the factions to get a log flume, because that to me definitely says Beaver. But so far they haven't done it. Nobody's even got a mod for one yet. And the only reason I thought of it was since I went to that amusement park the other day and they had a log flume. I was like, this makes tons of sense. Is that the highest these can go? No, it can go higher still. That road out. And there they go. These can all go this way, that way. That should be as high as it can go. There we go. Okay. They've got more dirt to build. How are these? This storage, are these empty? Let's prioritize these so they can get some dirt in here. I'm sure all of the haulers can't be busy. Right? You never know, I guess. Prioritize that. Prioritize that, because those are hard to get. Oop, another power fluctuation. Oh well. There we go. Landscaping. I guess I can unlock these. I don't plan on using them, but we're going to get them. Line pylon. Line beam. Overhang levee. Where is vertical tubeway? And that goes there. Okay, where is... That goes that way. Where's this at? Oh, that's not too far from that way. We could just take it off of there. Why did that not go all the way down to the base? Weird. You would think it would, but meh. Yep. Was it here? Oh, couldn't have got more perfect guess than that. There we go. Okay, then that'll be connected in. It's marked cut, right? Do we just not have any trees? No, we have tree locations. You and dynamite and platform and path tunnel. Power shaft tunnel. Tubeway tunnel. I currently just want a tunnel. And then we can reopen that. These guys can get more planting done for the moment. Look at that go. How are you doing up here? Not terrible. They can get that. So many beavers in this area. And they actually have dirt coming in, which is what we want to see. Our dirt is still going down. That's an out. It's not full at all. You know what? I'm going to once again open that, and I'm going to... Well, that's a little low, so let's go ahead and let that fill up. I should really replace this with a gate. That would just make things easier, I think. Then again, not a heck of a lot is going to flow that way, unless I close this. We'll let all this fill back up. We've got water. It should be okay. They're closing this in. What we wanted to see, right? Do-do-do. What is this? Maple pastries. Do we have maple syrup? Some. What's the... You're full of maple syrup. Okay. This is back full over here, so let's close that. Send some the other way. And we are really going down on dirt. But if we run out of dirt, it'll just focus over to our reservoir, which will probably run us out of trees really quick. But, good grief, look at them go. Okay. Let's turn you on. There we go. Hopefully that empties some of that out this way. Our machines are going to flood for a minute. All right, let's open you back up. Let's close you. And let's close you. Just one in a monsoon season is enough to fill it up that much that quickly. That's something right there. Not you two. Not until we're ready. Yeah. Somebody bring them some trees, please. Thank you. Would you look at that? Landscaping. Let's just do storage. Piles. Sure, that'll be a good one to put there. Logs going out. Lights on top of the dam look kind of cool. All right. So we can take out these. Get all this built. There we go. There we go. Go, they can build on there. Is the dirt going back up yet? No, it's mostly headed in a downward direction. Lots out of energy again. I think it's because we drowned out the chargers for a bit. And that's as high as it goes. So that should be okay. What does the next level up look like? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? That might be the last level. There's 5, 6. Yep. That's the highest they let dirt go, and we're just going to do that. Fill in all of this. There we go. Might as well build the other columns, right? As we move down. Get that done. They did get that done. Nice. Tell you what, let's try the overhang method back here, and we'll see if it's any faster. My guess is they're about the same speed, but you never know. It could be considerably faster. I'm willing to test it. Of course, we'll have to build to it, I think. Let's do that, and... Of course, then again, they never have to get out of the tubes and build that extra one. So, maybe. Tube. There we go. We'll see how that works out. Do that, and we'll do this on this end. There we go. Look at that stack. That's turning out pretty nice. There we go. If you prioritize the level below the bridges, to build them and the bridges first, giving you access to more at once. True. But that project is kind of the side project at the moment, and I don't want to prioritize it over this project. But yes, I definitely could do just this level here. And then they could work on more on their own time. You are absolutely correct. But I want them to work on the farm, and I don't want to lower this to like a lower priority level. Great fun watching. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're making pretty good progress tonight. Last time we only got about half a level in, and this time we've already got basically 2 whole levels in. We can see if we can get the last level in before we end tonight. I don't know if we will. But we've made a huge, huge improvement on our reservoir here. So once we can go all the way around and we can remove our dirt here. Rain! All right. That's my favorite cycle now. Open. Open. There we go. Flying along really good progress. Yeah, we're not doing too bad for cycle 24. We're doing all right. Oh, that land looks really good when it's all green from rain. And it should be all green before we get done, but we'll let that go. Is this closed again? Open auto. Open auto. There we go. No, that one might actually not be working, but that's okay. Might not be doing what we think it's doing, or what it's supposed to be doing, but that's okay. Man, that looks good. Okay. Well, we gotta do this one, and that one, and then 3 there. Nope. 1 too many. That's all right. Looking good. Okay. All good. Is that how I did that down there? I believe so. Yeah. This one. This one. This. Like so. Let's make sure. Yeah, that looks like it. And then we just start with these. There we go. And this all goes along the back here. What level is that? Is that the right level? It looks like it. All right. All right. They got enough to do, so we can let them work for a bit. Did we run low on dirt, finally? Dirt. I don't even see dirt. Oh, that's why I don't see dirt. Are you not open? Open. There we go. In fact, let's open this too. Open. That'll be nice when it's all full, but we'll flood the lowlands just for a second, just so we can get that back. All right, you be closed. You stay open. Look at that rain graphic. It really brings the season together. And it seems so simple. It's just some blue lines, I guess, randomly around the map. Okay. This will get a little washed up, but it's okay. It'll all go out of there eventually. We'll probably have a bunch of bots not get power for a second. Speaking of which, I'm surprised I haven't lost mine yet, so... A couple of flickers, but nothing so far. Oh, that's why they aren't building that. They don't actually have a ladder up there. That makes a difference, doesn't it? Looks good. Alright, they gotta get around here and get that built. How is Subway doing? Let's go all the way back underneath. Come on, go down. You can do it. I did power shaft instead of... Good grief. I can't believe I did that. Yep. Do. Vertical tube-way. You go there. Let's not forget to put the cap on here. Permeable floor. It'll be okay. It doesn't really hurt them too much for that tunnel to be full of water, but you never know. A tiny tube-way station. There you go. And then here. Yep. Somehow I just did the wrong one. Could have swore I hit the button on that. That goes there. And then it's raining underground. It's raining sideways. Our shaft tunnel, two-way tunnel. That's the one I want. All right. Okay. How are we doing at collecting pine? Not pine, maple. Maple. Where are you, maple? Dirt is really not great at the moment. Do I not have any maple? I have at least 46. Maple, 111. Is it just not making it to folks that are making the catalyst? Oh, there's nobody in there at the moment. Because everybody's out of energy. They'll catch back up in a second. Now I'm a lot less worried about that. A little worried about the dirt, but we'll do what we can do. Let's just build all this up. When they run out of dirt, are they going to focus on this? I hope so. There we go. Now they just got to build one block after another there. That's coming in. Excuse me. I have 61 empty beds. Okay. Number of bots is going back up. That's what we wanted to see. How's the grease? Extracting canola oil. I think that would be pretty easy. Do I have canola oil? I have tons of canola. Canola oil. Could have swore I had a press. I still have the press? I have 2 presses. No, I have 1 press. It's working as well as it can. We'll have people come over and pick stuff up from it. Oh, that's why. I have no storage for canola oil. Well, let's get some of that in here. We'll get one here for the oil to go out, and over here we'll do, oh, what a small tank. How about 4 small tanks, and we'll just do that. What are you needing? Paper and planks, and you're fine. You have what you need there. You also should be within, okay, you're not, but you are within the control tower. Okay. Let's get our ladders in here. They can at least build those while we wait for more dirt. And go ahead and build these up, even though we don't have the stuff for them really at the moment. And do that. Do this. Here we go. We've got it. Two. We'll get all that in there first. here. We can go ahead and this in. All right. That's going. How's this doing? They've got it. They're trying to build these, I think. Good. What about this? Okay. That's not doing too bad. Excuse me. All set to cut? Yes, it is. In fact, take out all of that. Less calculations for it to make. There we go. We have a little grouping of trees down here and here, but it's starting to hit the logs pretty hard. There we go. Look at all these people coming around here getting that. Might not be a bad way to do things. But there's a ton of beavers over here, and it's coming along pretty well, too. Good selected. Ah. Oil coming in. That's for grease going out. Grease going out, and oil coming in. I don't believe I have anything else using oil even. This should go out. What do we got? We got a drought coming up after some rains. That should be okay. Man, that scaffolding is definitely helping. Let's see. Go ahead and build this pillar all the way up, but I don't know that we'll need it or use it, but that's fine. Dirt. What do we got in the way of dirt? 22. Not a whole lot. How much would we be making of this a day? 6 every 2 hours. They work for 24 hours solid, so let's see, 12 times 6 is, what, 72? $72 times 4. 488 dirt a day, something like that. Which is probably a lot more than we're using, but it seems like every Basically, every 2 hours, we can build 1 brick. So 12 bricks in a day times 4 is 48 bricks in a day, which is not great. It'll slow us down for a bit, but we'll be okay for a bit. I could probably put in 4 more here. Let's go ahead and get them started. I don't know if we'll get them done today, but we'll just do a back-to-back layout here. Same thing here. Same thing here. These. A little bit of extra boosters. Let's do a 4. Why not? 4, and then we can connect the roads in. They can go to all of those. Same deal here. Oh, actually, I only need a 3 because one's already connected. And then we just finish with ladders. Where's that ladder facing? This way? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now, when this reservoir gets done, we're going to have to find a different place for this whole setup here, but I think we'll be all right. Ew, we're starting to run dangerously low on trees, too. We might have to let them finish what they can of the reservoir and just chill for a bit while we figure out other things. Do. We might work on some dynamiting, maybe. So this is as high as these go, which is fine. Let's go ahead and get in. I want those on the edge there, because we'll be doing something different with this top layer than we're doing from all of the other layers. So let's move this around. That'll be good. We'll get that in there. And then I have to go back in eventually and fill in the holes made by this ladder. But we can do that too eventually. Okay. Okay. That is coming along excellently. Once I get that in there, this should start having power. We'll make sure that there's logs in that one, that there's logs in that one. These should all be set for bots. And if we're low on bots after that, we can switch out some people, but I have a feeling we'll be all right. Metal blocks. Are we really that low on metal blocks? We probably don't have a ton of people making metal blocks. And we've probably used some of them for the subway this time. Speaking of which... Well, not quite what I expected, but you know what? It's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. They've got a quick way over here. They can zip line about if they want to. How's the grease doing? Better. 2 every 2 hours. That's not great. I should figure out how long those buffs last so we can kind of gauge what we need there. But I think we've made some really outstanding progress this episode. We've now got a giant wall here that's coming around the back. We're building this. We're low on some of our basic building ingredients, but hopefully we'll get a little bit more dirt so we can make this up, and then we'll find some ways to get some more trees next time, hopefully. Looks like we've got just a couple there, and then look at... This is all a giant oak forest, and we've used the whole thing. Plus, we've got some more oak there. So, maybe next time we'll be focusing a little bit more on dynamite and getting some stuff cleared out. But, let's see who's on Twitch. Or a couple of Twitch folks. Let's see. Hat Kid. Well, we've got Astral over there. Let's go ahead and raid Astral. Why not? We'll raid her. She's playing Hat Kid in time. On the YouTube side, I think we should have an episode out on Monday for that current series, hopefully. It was a crazy weekend, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I should be back on Twitch on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then this next stream is either going to be on Friday or Sunday of next week when we continue there. But, as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!